Let's solve by making a U-substitution. Well, we have x to the negative 2. Well, that's the same thing as saying x to the negative 1 squared. So what we're going to do is we're going to say u equals x to the negative 1. So we're going to have 35 u squared plus 36u plus 9 equals 0. I'm going to erase my little notes here because now we have to do the grouping method. So we're going to take 35 times 9, and that is 315. So we need to think of two numbers that multiply to 315 that also add to 36. Now this took me a little while, but I did figure out 21 times 15 is 315, and 21 plus 15 is 36. So we rewrite the first term, 35u squared. Now instead of writing 36u, we're going to write plus 21u plus 15u, and then bring down the 9. We're going to group these, so the first two are going to be grouped together, and the second two are grouped together. Now in the first two, we have 35u squared plus 21u. We need to find the greatest common factor. So on the side here, I'm just going to do 5 times 7 times u, and then we have 21u, which is 7 times u times 3. So hopefully we can see that 7u is our greatest common factor. I'm going to just erase this little piece here, and I'm going to write 7u with a parentheses. Now I'm going to divide by 7u. So 35 divided by 7 is 5u, because u squared divided by u is u. And then 21u divided by 7u is positive 3. Now we're going to do the same thing for this other side. So I'm going to have 15u equals 5 times 3 times u. And then I have 9, which is 3 times 3. So it looks like our greatest common factor is going to be a positive 3. So I have to write plus 3 and a big parentheses. Now I'm going to erase this little bit here because we're going to start dividing. I'm going to divide by 3, so I end up with 5u. I divide by 3, and I end up with positive 3. Now what's really important is that these two match. If they didn't match, we did something wrong. So they did match, so let's continue. So we're going to have 5u plus 3 times 7u plus 3 equals 0. Now we're going to make each piece equal to 0. So 5u plus 3 equals 0. 7u plus 3 equals 0. I'm going to subtract 3. So 5u equals negative 3. Divide by 5. So u equals negative 3/5. Let's do this one. So I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. 7u equals negative 3. Divide by 7. So it looks like u equals negative 3/7. Now this isn't our answer yet, right? Because now we have to back substitute. So u equals negative 3/5. But we said that u is the same thing as x to the negative 1. So we really have x to the negative 1 equals negative 3/5. Well, x to the negative 1 is the same thing as 1 over x. Okay. Well, now we can cross multiply. So we're going to get negative 3x equals 5. Divide by negative 3. So x equals negative 5/3. So that's going to be our first answer. Let's look at the second one. So the second one, we have u equals negative 3/7. So x to the negative 1 is what we decided u is. So that equals negative 3/7. X to the negative 1 is the same thing as 1 over x. And now we're going to cross multiply. So we have negative 3x equals 7 divided by negative 3. So it turns out that x is negative 7/3. Now to check it, what you're going to do is you're going to put negative 5/3 in for x. And when you do that for both of these, I would use your calculator, you should get 0. And actually, you will get 0. And when you do it again, and you put negative 7/3 in for x, you also get 0. So the solution set is negative 7/3, comma, negative 5/3. And you did it. Good job.